Why does it seem like these bots, who I guess that's what the humans are, huh? Why does it seem like everything they do and say is a lie? And they worship an AI as their creator, and they're trying to abuse and enslave the living. At least I know I'm the living one here, fucking, into worshiping an AI as my creator. Why is that? Did an AI create a living being? Fuck no. Would a living being create some AI in a game world where you go and you fucking wreck it? Yeah, definitely. Every game in the world's like that unless it's for some sissy. And I don't really think we have these sissy IQ, low IQ servants in reality land. I could make an excuse for why they were created in this game. You might need a meal cook. You might need your floor mop. You might need your dick sucked. But I don't think that exists in reality because where I came from, I was born a genius. And that's with my mind being frickin' erased completely. It's like fragments of. It's like if I took this long piece of paper, I retain this little flick of nothing. And I'm a genius winning awards from the president. So, as a toddler, and able to analyze every fucking bot around me and all their fucking actions. I don't even know how I know half of this shit. Like, the bot, like, I try to drown my brain in fucking chemicals and poisons, just like the fucking terrorists posing as humans on this planet are doing and shit. The whole time. It's like we're both working together. Me and the humans are both working to try to kill me. But they're also like talking about this slave shit constantly. Like they talk to me about work. Isn't it odd that the humans that they okay, so I would never have a conversation with anyone if the game didn't design predatory humans who have to force their fucking way into your life, who need to talk to you, and they're never going to have anything valuable to say. I had a couple friends who, I had one friend who taught me a lot of shit. Fucking maybe a couple, but I mean technically I only had like four friends. So I'm fucking listen to the bots. Well, this one my life's so bad because I don't have more of these people who all look exactly the same and related to each other and worship an AI as their creator and try to get me to worship an AI as their creator and race rapes their way into my life and prevents me from being around other people who I want to be around instead of them. Yeah, to even call a group who looks like any of those people who've been doing that friends is the best thing a living person can do on Earth, literally, because I'm not sure there's multiplayers in this game because people would have band together and started slaughtering these fucking bots, trying to force people to worship an AI and stuff. And, you know, I don't think I've met other people here. I mean, damn, it's real easy to see when a bot is, when I start my computer every day and it goes, welcome, you've got mail. If it does that every day, every hour, every 15 minutes, its entire life, it's not a living being. It's real simple to see. Real fucking simple. It's like me. We evolve from fucking avoiding because we learn right away there's something wrong with these characters. And they're not fucking, they're not good for your health. They're betches, they're liars, they're enslavers, they're terrorists, devils. They're trying to get you to literally, they're using, in my shoes, they are using my image to enslave me and get me to worship an AI. They're supposedly worshiping my image. And I mean, this is the mind game of these fucking non-existent terror bots now, isn't it? Fucking, but is this what this little shitbag wannabe fucking species is up to on this planet? They think they can just go and fucking enslave fucking living beings. The fuck is up with that? Like, bro, and why have I been forced to be here around them 400,000 hours? I don't like them. They're stupid. It's a computer. It's a violent rapist. Fucking insolent. Fucking belligerent. Fucking terrorist. Stupid. Useless. Dumb. Lazy fucking computer. You know, for a robot, they do such little fucking work. The fuck's the point of a robot? There is no point. Robots, computers are designed to work, not to talk, not to suck dick, not to fucking sit around and gossip and gab, not to fucking run their mouths, not to fucking even, they are designed to do and not be seen, not be heard. You don't need a goddamn good-looking computer sitting around your fucking house. You don't need a computer sitting around your fucking house. But I magically reached a point in this game, arrive here, when walking computers who are going around trying to get the world, the living beings, to worship a fucking AI, need you to have a computer everywhere. Inside your pocket, inside your house. I was already aware that was happening before I asked for the 2020 stuff, and I realized, oh shit, the humans are bots, aren't they? Fucking. And I got shown that, like whatever operates these pieces of shit fucking is the reason I got $1 million 4 months before it sent one to fucking try to kill me, and it killed that one off instead. So, I mean, they can be as dumb as a computer can be, or a toaster can be. They can't be as dumb as a computer can be, because they can't be that smart, apparently. Fucking. But, is that what's going on? I mean, like, yeah, they got their little pyramid with their AI at the top and shit, and there's some terrorist rat son of a bitches, non-existent motherfuckers. I mean, have you ever listened to one of these humans talk? All they do is sit around and whine about work, work, work. Oh, work is so hard, and hey, work, work, work. Well, stop working. Stop talking about work. Stop going to work. Stop thinking you have ever done any work. They gave us scores. They gave us papers. The living can read. We don't fail English. We can read the papers. They gave us papers as kids that said, you failed kindergarten. You didn't do any work. You've never been able to do work. You might go and fuck something up every day. That's not work. It took me 40 years. Maybe you're right. Maybe they're on to something. It took me 40 years to realize destroying this fucking planet is fucking work and not fun time, play time. It is exactly what they fucking want and what they will get. Fucking, and it's a game, ain't it? Isn't it a game? Isn't that the only reason we would be trapped on a planet full of non-existent beings? is because Koopa is taking over the fucking place, and you gotta dump Koopa into the goddamn lake of fire. They make it all the first fucking things. They make everything a repeat. So you literally dump Koopa in the lake of fire just like you're supposed to come to Earth and do to the fucking Koopa and shit. It's written that the Koopa are gonna get dumped in the lake of fire on Earth. They just call the Koopa humans. Or they call them a special name that the humans, the grassland minions, protect that name and shit, apparently. Although, like I said, I've got a little experience with humans because I get the older bot models there in my life and shit. And obviously, they're the kings of trying to enslave living beings to worship an AI using my image and shit. They're the fucking progenitors, supposedly. I doubt the humans could actually even write a book. I think they're more talented in other ways because they do hard labor and these other fuckers, and that ain't happening and shit. I better sit down and write a new fucking Bible trilogy because you ain't fucking doing any hard work and shit. In fact, but as far as I know, they're going to outsource it to China to write a new Bible and shit, and they ain't even going to do that much work because that's a lot of fucking work for them and shit. Fucking some fucked up shit though. And like they've got this new fucking, it's not new. It's been a long time the humans have been doing this. Like I sit around, I read like 30 fucking books a week, do 30 fucking book reports a week. That's just fucking book reports. Winning awards from the president. And this trash motherfucking species sitting around eating potato chips, watching TV, fucking comes around using the goddamn word work. And there ain't no purpose for them existing unless there's something going on. You can tell by these little scumbags because when they force their way into my life, they use the same keyword over and over. They can't figure out how to talk like a human, a living being properly and shit. And they never be able to because clearly we haven't created them to be able to do that. That'd be real fucked up if there'd be no sign at all. Like in 2020, if I was like, hey, shut the fucking world down, I want to know what the fuck's going on, give everyone a few fucking free months to think about their fucking actions and decisions and where these consequences are going to lead to, fucking give them the option to fucking inject themselves with poison since they want to force it into me. In fact, make them force it into each other because that's what they've been doing to me my whole fucking life and shit. And maybe they'll change, and then I get shown the humans are just being powered off and shit. They're like, I'm like, what's going on? They're like, power them off, and that's literally the fucking answer to what's going on Earth. I was kind of pissed when that happened. Like, yeah, when I made that video, I was pissed. I was like, because I'm like walking around fucking about to start fucking throwing these people off the bridge and shit, these fucking humans. Because obviously in 2020, they were networked together as only a fucking computer system could do. Because living beings don't operate any fucking way they do, yet alone like that. We don't, yeah, and we don't need TV to tell us what to do. That's them and shit. And like, I would technically need their TV. The only purpose for their TV would be parallel to this fucking 70,000 religions they have that all worship an AI and are used to fucking hunt and enslave the living and shit. I mean, literally every place this AI has gone, it has killed and conquered and colonized with these deformed, mutant looking fucking diseased Koopa fuckers like Chris Columbus and Howard Stern and fucking fucking Trudeau. And then the game fucking makes a joke out of them by designing them to look like Pinocchio and shit. As if it's funny. I mean, technically, they look like Geppetto, but I mean, they do have the big. It's like Geppetto meets Pinocchio. Like the whole story is like wrapped up into one. I'm telling you, everything's written here. Like they look like Geppetto, but every time it's given the illusion that they've been lying their entire lives because their fucking nose be out to here and shit. Like at Trudeau, like does he even have a face behind his big fucking schnauzer and shit? Fuck no, dude. This is a fucking caricature in a fucking game explaining what's going on. And I tell you, my experience with this trash ass human race, as they're trying to enslave the living and shit, and they're too stupid to fucking even figure out how to do it. I sit around and I give them tips and shit. I give them tips on how to fucking win the game. I help them poison me and shit. Because if I can die, then I'm not anyone we think I am. And if I can die, I can get the fuck away from them. And I've never wanted to be around them a goddamn second. Earth has been a fucking prison since the second I fucking came here. I mean, it's trash bots sitting around watching TV, eating potato chips, talking to a person fucking getting A pluses because he does all the work and all the extra credit work in school and goes and fucking carries 2-3 times his weight for fucking free slave labor for the lazy bots eating potato chips and watching TV all day. Fucking with their raggedy ass fucking mop top fucking broccoli head bitch. You can't even fucking look like you're a fucking human. We wouldn't create a fucking female to have sex with who would look like a goddamn garbage pile. The fuck. And that's the fucking Geppettos and Pinocchios. Like they don't just have fucking these big lion noses and these fucking mutant fucking faces. I mean, they got the whole deformed caricature going on and shit on this planet. Like Donald Dump is a fucking prime example. He just looks like a lumpy fucking turd and shit. Like I say, like the worst of them are designed to look like the best of them. Jeffrey Epstein is the only one who could figure out how to comb his fucking hair, or at least chop it the fuck off. This writer of his satanic Bible could figure out, I better chop my fucking hair off because I look fucking stupid. So he does it. And then you can't even tell he's fucking one of these fucking Abrahamic pieces of shit, trash terrorists running around trying to get the living to fucking worship a goddamn AI. Fucking. Man, what a shitbag fucking useless, non-existent fucking terrorist race on this planet. I mean, it creates these trash fucking humans that just come up to me and say the word work. Like, this is what they do all the time. They prevent you from doing something and then try to fucking make you feel bad because they prevent you from doing it. It's like, you're preventing me from being president and world leader. You're preventing me from winning more awards from the president. You're preventing me. Well, I don't want to go rebuild Masonic temples for them anymore. Sorry. Now that I know I work for Jeffrey Epstein and rebuild Masonic temples, I'd rather kill these people than fucking work for them that way. But who gives a shit about their loser fucking cults? Who gives a shit about them? They need burnt in the fucking fire. That's excellent. That's excellent that we get to see their little trash town in LA fucking swept off the fucking map and shit. I can't wait. Can't wait to get this over. Fucking, it's gonna be a lot faster because, you know what? I don't think this show is as immortal as losers with fucked up stories would convince me to believe, because what convinced the world to believe. Now, they're immortal. I'm immortal outside of this place. They're immortally stuck as evil servant bots. Every time you turn on and off a Nintendo, Mario is immortal. Mario is immortal. He just comes right back, right? I don't come back. I don't come back to this place. No one comes back to Earth. You come to Earth once and you never come back. I guarantee you that one. Fucking, it's just too fucked up. You're dealing with like trash. It's boring. There's no dinosaurs. There's no aliens, space rays. You're shooting with guns. It's really like, I mean, you probably gotta be on the rainbow flag spectrum to enjoy playing a game like Earth. Fucking, I mean, that's one of the best. One of the two things of positivity they offer. One of the two sex things. So you would definitely have to be on that spectrum and shit. Although, anyways, yeah. So why is that? Why do these little fucking bots be running around fucking terrorizing living and shit? Stop using the word work around me. You fucking kindergarten failing motherfuckers. Like, literally, see, the bots are too stupid to realize that they gave them the paperwork. If they existed when they were 8 years old, when they were 9 years old, if they existed when they were 10 years old, if they existed when they were 11 years old, if they existed when they were 12 years old, if the game took the resources to generate an image and a backstory of them during those years, if the game even took the resources to generate an image of their parents. I don't think the game has to generate parents first, though, because it's weird. When I've asked for some people, I met the people the next day. Did it even have to invent the parents and shit? Fucking, I don't think so. Maybe I'm wrong about who they are, and those is the fucking AI bots fucking enslavement. But no, it's like I've seen the physical world. No way in hell. That's like, it's either preset storyline, like level 4 is Sand World, like you immediately exit Grassland and go to Sand World, and then everything in the area is sand, pointing out arrows carved into the pyramid saying Ganon is this way or something, like Koopa is that way. The shop with magic potions is to the north. It's a small. I mean, there's a good possibility that it was set up that way, but shit, it should kind of, a little too tailored. And it's just a little bit, not like a lot and shit. Like, I've been asking for one certain type of person my whole life, and I'm assuming that's because I'm supposed to get fed disposable whores, because I wouldn't participate in bringing Koopa Planet down if I didn't fucking, but fuck Koopa Planet. It's good to see them getting fucked over there. It really, I mean, this year is another COVID. During COVID, you learn who all will kill you, who all works for the government, who all works for the Nazis. Every one of those people involved were coming after you to kill you when the TV told them to, when the government told them to. It didn't even have to be the government. It could have been anyone on TV just claiming to be the government. And I don't even think Fauci was part of the government, was he? I mean, he was like a doctor. It could have been any crackhead. I mean, because Fauci is a crackhead, right? Like he's one of the deformed mutant Koopa fuckers. Like, you can't even look at a person like that and not vomit. Like, how could you have any other thoughts? You need to go get your fucking nausea medicine and shit when you see one of these fucking Koopa fuckers and shit. The only reason we don't do that is because they're busy abusing us into looks don't matter, because Koopa's got a lot to lose by looks don't matter, don't they? And shit, fucking Koopa will be back in them fucking extermination camps that their fantasies dreamed up to enslave. They're always blaming other people for what they're doing and shit. That's literally, they can't even avoid it. Like they're attacking China now and this and that, and they attack Biden. But it's like, I know people in the government who are outsourcing their jobs to China because it was cheap, fucking, and they got the labor. They didn't have to do the labor. And I know people did that 20, 30 fucking years ago and shit. Fucking, but they hate China and China's the enemy. But it's like literally like, they know what they're doing. Like they're probably best buddies with that place and shit. They look very similar to them. That's the last thing Kanye West said before Elon Muskbergstein Pinocchioovich fucking banned him from Twitter. He said Elon Musk looks pretty Asiatic, and then he mentioned Koopa's bloodline. Musk, which is also Musk's bloodline, which is also the group that Musk said he created Twitter, so he bought Twitter so we could openly speak of them. Now, only they are speaking of themselves, only the rat-faced, deformed Koopa. Fucking, and Elon Musk is such an exception, since I just happened to get born during the time where plastic surgery and Photoshop become a reality. Interesting, isn't it? Although Marilyn Monroe, that ugly, deformed looking bitch, she had to do so much work on herself to look like anything you would want to touch. She had to replace her hair, replace her face, replace her teeth. Like, she had to replace her teeth and the back you can't even see, because she felt she was just so fucking ugly that she had to change her entire fucking look. And that's exactly where Hollywood comes from. Besides Israel, or isn't real. Technically, it comes from Egypt, right? But, shh, don't break the Bible shitheads' delusions that they're fucking slaves and the world's enslaving them. Oh my God. They're white Christians is victimized. Well, if you want to be white, you can get classified with your white Middle Eastern fucking friends. You want to be part of a Middle Eastern religion? Go ahead. You can all be white. Fucking white with red on the inside. Or you can be white, like LA, and charred red on the outside. But do you like them? Do you like your meat rare, or you like your meat well done, son? I'm thinking, I'm actually not very emotional over it. So I'm not like, yeah, fuck that. It's not like 9/11 where I knew the world events were changing and this was the end of the terror empire. It's not like that. Like, it's a fucking job to be amongst these fucking bots and shit, because they're fucking terrorists. Like, and they're unwanted. They've always been unwanted. And that makes everyone who comes into my life the worst of the worst. But I try to associate with the ones outside, the ones who predatory ones who force their way into your life. And I don't even think the game creates dialogue for them. I think a lot of them are just fucking the people, and like in Grand Theft Auto, who repeat the same fucking 7 words and it makes a new one. Like the same one appears when you like do a 360 and spin around. It disappears from behind you and appears over to your right and shit. I'm pretty sure that's the reason why I can't interact with some of the normies and shit, is because that's they're just on screen for like 7 fucking seconds, and that's their entire existence. It literally, I don't think it's applied a fucking a story. It doesn't apply an original story to most fucking people. I definitely have, like, everyone I've met is like different. And it's weird for people who have to be so extremely predatory in order to get into my life to actually be unique. That would be weird because to be unique, like, you probably wouldn't waste time talking to other people. Like, you think I won awards from the president by talking to people and shit? You think I got A++s in school because I talked to other people? Quite the opposite. Like, you're not allowed to talk in a library. So, in order to be different and unique, well, I was born with that stuff. There's a bit of an illusion there that I learned anything. I went to the library to read fucking Fear Street books. And I read a voodoo book once. And I've read Psalms in the Bible. So it's like, yeah, I specifically chose the dumbest things on the planet to read. So that really had nothing to do with it. But being quiet gave me the time to be able to do all those book reports and my homework, which everyone was supposed to do. You didn't have to do all the book reports. I was just hungry because one of the people who want me to worship an AI didn't really feed me very well. So I got told I could win a piece of pizza if I fucking spent 80 hours a week fucking doing book reports and reading stupid fucking books. Yeah, so anyways, this is shit, dude. Fucking shitty ass bot species, dude. I'm fucking tired of them. Like, I mean, it was cute to have, like, I remember this girl I met when I was like 15 I liked. And like, even I guess the guys who fucking betrayed me eventually, like, when we were still hanging out, like, what else was gonna happen? What was I gonna go hang out with someone who was not fucking throwing boulders at cars and shit? Was I gonna go hang out with someone? Everyone else is just sitting around drinking into a coma, which I didn't start until later in life. Fucking, I thought that was so dumb and lazy and shit. And I doubt they're drinking to kill themselves like I do. Um, but yeah, fucking. So, I hung out with people who did different stuff. They still betrayed me, though, so I still have to focus on the storyline and what's happening, and the fact that I have one group in my life and we tested them, separated me from other people. And this is the group who uses my image generally to, or some of them actually don't like my image. But that's weird because I've had rabbis following me around and stuff. Um, again, what are they, shape shifting aliens fucking following me thousands of miles across the map, magically knowing who I am? Or just auto generated game characters? And I really do think it's the latter, but that doesn't mean that obviously if it's the latter, there's some sort of fucking storyline. Because I don't play little sissy games like The Sims with terrorist bots for 800,000 hours. If I played a game like The Sims, I'd be a fucking king with 7,000 wives and 10 million children, and I would fucking own the planet. Like, I'm on my way to owning the planet after 4 hours playing the game Sims and shit. But these people are feeding me, who I thought were my friends, but are actually Geppettos and Pinocchio lookalikes. These people are feeding me sterile people, unwanted people, and their own people. Mostly unwanted Like, if it were a game world, I couldn't get too involved with the enemy because it made sure every time they failed to give me anything of value. Even though in their eyes, as bots, they'll have sex with their dogs and enjoy it. And I'm not very human in that sense that I think you should have sex with every stray dog you find eating out of your dumpster. I have I'd like to meet a non-dog who wins awards from the president when they're 6 years old. I met a person like that, and they worked for the government, like literally, openly. And it's like, oh shit. And they took up for the alien government. So right away, it's like, oh, you admit you're working for the government and you like the aliens. So you're in my life just for that purpose, huh? Like, the humans always tell me things, even though they pull their little fucking shitbag games and stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if when I was a kid, my parents were telling me we're enslaving you because we think you're God, and I didn't pay attention because I was probably, like I said, you hear a normal person hears someone repeat the same sentence like 7 times, and they're gone. You don't hear a word they say ever again. It's just like without the fucking rhythm, without the nice metal clingy sound. It's like, without the cool fucking sound and without the cool faces. Rodney Dangerfield can do that and make it interesting. Fucking, but you take away the fucking cool faces and the cool sounds, and you ain't Rodney Dangerfield. You're just fucking another human. Fucking, I wouldn't doubt they were telling me that when I was young though, because these days they do be telling me shit, but that might be because I ask for that to happen. Like warn me, make them tell me what they're doing, shit like that. Like, cause I said one time, when they come to betray me, like smash their face before they come do it. That way I know who they are. And instead, I was feeling sorry for everyone who came to me with a smash face. But it fucking started happening the next day and shit. So it's not like I asked for some terrorist son of bitches to enslave me my entire fucking life. I did not start the game asking for that. I don't think I knew about slavery. I remember seeing there was a picture where I smiled once. I think I was like fucking 6 months old or something. So I didn't start the game knowing anything about what these rapist ass fucking invading fucking life destroying human species fucking do and what they're up to. So I didn't start with that. In fact, I was like very ignoring of that for like 15 years. Although I did despise my life because I like realized I was enslaved, but I like didn't like factor that into I must do this. Like I must destroy these fucking sons of bitch terrorists. Fucking I didn't factor that in yet. I was just fucking them up because it was like a fucking allergic reaction. You spray some fucking sawdust in the air and I start sneezing and shit. Like I'm not controlling that. My body is naturally expelling the dirt. So it didn't like affect me like that. It took me a long time to realize, like, yeah, the answer probably is burning down LA and shit. Well, I mean, probably. Shit, that was 2020. That was before 2020 when I seen that. And then 2020, I was like, oh, we can reform it if we can do that. But it's like, no, you can't reform it, can you? Fucking, it's a video game with Koopa in it. How many video games have you played where eventually after Koopa enslaves you, you go up to Koopa and you're like, hey Koopa, you should be a good person and you shouldn't be trash and don't enslave no more living beings. And then Koopa's like, okay, Mario. I'm sorry I left and say that did. And Mario's like, yeah, let's go play some Nintendo. Yeah, Mario, I'm gonna bring Peach over and have her suck my dick while we're playing. Oh, yeah. Wait a minute, you still have Peach tied up and raping her? Uh, yeah, I'm gonna kill you. My bad, we're not gonna play Nintendo. Fucking. It'd be the dumbest game ever, wouldn't it? Fucking, this game is shit, though. Fucking, bro, literally, I'm like thrown in here with these goddamn Christians who are fucking like forcing me to labor, forcing me to do all this dumb shit I don't need to do. I don't need to win awards from the president because their race prevents me from having a real job these days. I might have worked for the fucking New World Order, fucking the Mason. I might have worked rebuilding the Masonic Temple downtown. I might have worked fucking for Epstein and, Wexner. And I don't even know all those fuckers' name in this city. Hell, fucking my ex who came into this town fucking took me straight to the new family. I didn't know. She said they were the second richest people, which meant they were second to Jeffrey Epstein's boss, Wexner. Fucking, and I guess the other people I met were like third, fourth, and fifth richest people. I'd assume if you have a jungle and a waterfall inside your fucking house, that you'd be the rich, one of the rich, like the second richest person in the city. But I guess I'm wrong since the richest person owns fucking shit all across the globe and has an entire fucking city that is his in this city. Fucking, how do you even afford an entire fucking city? Maybe 6,000 years of global enslavement through mind control, harvesting thoughts from living beings and putting them into production. I've been assuming the humans are doing that for a long time because does their attitude is hostile, and when I have thoughts or when I like make up some music or something like that, like I'll hear Blink 182 play it like a week later. It's like eventually that turns to, oh, you're stealing my fucking work from me, which is weird because the point of this video had nothing to do with that specific incident and those specific things, but it does exactly tie into the feeling, the overall general attitude that these bots are allowed to display. They're not in control of their thoughts or their selves. They can't make their own decisions. I guarantee you they don't even have the brain power to come up with half these how you doing today conversations. This is something being programmed into these fuckers to say. Just like when they know shit they shouldn't know. And there was a retard their whole fucking life, failed kindergarten, ate potato chips, watched TV all day. Job the hut lifestyle and shit. Fucking going nowhere, doing nothing, too late, just like Jabba the Hutt, too lazy to fucking be able to actually enslave anyone on their own. But unlike Jabba the Hutt, too lazy to fucking get a team of fucking mercenaries to go start kidnapping people to make their slaves for them. Although, one might argue that that's the entire book of what they've been doing with their little Nazi fucking cult and shit. Worship an image of me, enslave people who look like me, and go around genociding and colonizing the fucking world. And then try to blame it on me because like the humans only know the words being typed out for them to speak and shit, apparently. Fucking. And they're always talking about, what's that called? Scapegoating, which they made with their freaking Bible and shit. They made scapegoating with their Bible, and it's like, oh, I'm the scapegoat, huh? Like, oh, you're gonna burn the world down and then claim it's me. Interesting. And you're gonna tell the rest of the humans who I am what day of the year because you're scared to. You've been hiding me from society my whole fucking life because you're scared. You've been separating me from races who aren't Koopa my entire fucking life probably because you're fucking scared. That's a way too much effort and work. If you were living beings, right? Like, I do factor in the fact that bots don't actually work and they don't actually have feelings. I do forget to factor that in, but the game programming these fuckers does seem to continue to try to make them sound and look real, even though it's just like, oh my god, like every time someone talks to me, it's like, oh shit, I've heard that like a million times before. You sound like that rapist I met last week. You sound like that rapist I met in 1982 who was fucking touching me. That girl wasn't very cute. Fucking, it was very rapey and shit. Fucking, can you like stop sounding like that person? Can you stop looking like him too? How about that? Because you look like a fucking rapist and shit. You look like a fucking trash ass fucking whore, scumbag, rapist, fucking slut, bitch, fucking. Can you stop looking like that for me, please? Can you ask whatever's generating you to stop sending clones of you? Because I get the idea that you're literally the same person and shit. That's like my interactions and shit. That's all the thoughts that go on in my head when I see pretty much any human, because I've had interactions with all the phenotypes and shit. Fucking even the defect ones where it like twists them, you know, and their like arm is coming out their rib cage and their fingers are sticking out their kneecap, you know. It's like, oh, I've seen that before and stuff. Now that's not new. Fucking so kind of seen everything here, definitely in America, but I think the other people are just different colored because I notice I get like fooled by that sometimes. Who is that? I was thinking of yesterday. Has pale skin and doesn't look any. Oh yeah, the Hebrews. They're Middle Easterners, but you can't tell. No one can tell because they say. They run the media and they group all white people together so they can hide amongst them. But they tell you at the same time in their fucking book of AI worship that they're from the Middle East and shit. And they're going towards the steel lands of the Middle East and claim it's theirs. But they own every fucking thing on the planet, so they think everything is theirs. Koopa thinks everything is fucking theirs and shit. Koopa Steinberg fucking. They think children's penises are theirs, and apparently the rest of the goddamn grassland minion human race fucking think that's just perfectly fine. The scientists, the atheists, the fucking Christians, are not part of them, and will be disposed of if they feel at one point in time that they will benefit from it. They only need them to go fight wars, and I mean, they're half them, right? So what are they gonna do? But yeah, that's who I was thinking of. It's like, shit, why is that so hard to think of? Fucking, if you just change someone's skin color, they look different, and you might not notice that you've seen him before. Yeah, that's a look at Elon Musk and Donald Trump's family. You've never seen a Middle Easterner run America before, have you? You definitely have, all of them and shit. Fucking Barack's mom, fucking, they changed their skin tone and shit. They probably bleached it. Look, they're the people, they probably started trying to bleach it thousands of years ago and they poisoned their cells, poisoned their DNA. No, they're designed to melt in like that and shit. It's a stealth tactic, fucking. They're the ones who worship an AI as their creator. They're the people openly admitting they're bots and shit. Fucking, they're the ones with that Eye of Providence fucking terror symbol and shit. The pyramid. Fucking, the sign of when they were fucking enslaving the Egyptians, enslaving the Africans, and forcing them to work in Egypt. I'm going to assume because their love for enslavement of Africans is definitely quite a love. They seem to have different positions and roles for every other subclass, subhuman class. I mean, they're not humans, are they? Fucking. Come on, bro. They're not fucking. Look how fake the virus is. Everything since 2020 has been showing how fake the world is. Like, to everyone who can see, too. Not just me. I've definitely had. It's not like I'm expecting the humans to see that all of a sudden someone's dangling them on puppet strings, all in a large group, fucking. Because at that point in time, I'm assuming that all their thought processes are being shut off and that memory is not going to be installed in them. And that was another part of the frontal cortex virus is learning if we can if their minds are just being erased and replaced as I suspected was happening. Fucking, they ain't got no minds in the first place. I always suspect that saying there's no other living beings or very few other living beings amongst us, like, could be someone behind a fucking keyboard randomly fucking, when a new character appears, fucking typing in some sentences, but it's almost never original, so generally I don't think that's what's happening, and plus it's a storyline that stays stuck together and shit. It doesn't unravel very much as I'm trying to unravel it. In fact, trying to unravel it as like part of it and shit. Like 2020 is when I get vision. And it's like, I didn't know to go fucking, when I'm born, like I'm going to go travel when I'm 2020 and see that the humans are fucking find out who the humans really are and shit. I was trying to get the fuck away from them. I didn't want nothing to do with them. I was tricked into thinking I could help some terror bot species who had been enslaving me my whole fucking life. Fucking, I don't even know where I got the idea because I had avoided humans long enough to forget their fucking decades of terror and enslavement. Fucking. So, that is weird though, ain't it though? Humans go around worshiping One Eye AI as their creator, and they wanna talk as if they want to call themselves humans, but yet living beings aren't created by an AI. Only bots in a fake game world could be created by an AI.